relationship there, and she had the first child for the guy, and one day my mom was in the house and she heard this big noise in our backyard, and when she ran outside, the guy was standing over my sister with a belt. You know, my mom went and reported it to the police, got a restraining order, but my sister kept seeing him. One day he saw my sister in the streets in Trinidad, spat on her, and told her he's coming to see his child, and if anybody tries to stop him, he will kill them. So my sister called me that night crying, and that's when I said to her, you know what, I have no interest in going back to Trinidad to live. Pack everything up, because she was living in my house in Trinidad. I said, pack everything up, and I'm sending you the plane ticket for you and your child to come over here. So I rescued her, brought her to the United States. 1 year later, I saw her coming out from the car of the guy living next door to us, and I went ballistic. I told her that is not the type of person you want to deal with. And so what she did was, secretly, was dating this guy. When she was 3 months pregnant, she told him she's pregnant for him. He flipped out and strangled her to the point where she blacked out. When she came through, he was standing over her laughing, telling her, you see what you made me do? They were having an argument when she was 6 months pregnant, and he strangled her again to the point where she was unconscious. And then it happened a third time when she was 8 months pregnant. The abuse went on for 6 years, and after 6 years of it, my sister decided she had enough. She told him, you can see your child as often as you want, but as far as you and I are concerned, I'm done, I've had enough. But he kept stalking her and would not leave her alone. On the 18th of September in 2013, my sister left her job. She was working as a nurse's aide. She went and she got her 2 daughters, the older one who was born in Trinidad and the younger one who was 5 years old at the time. And that was the daughter of the guy she was dating. When she got to the apartment, he was waiting outside of the apartment. As they were going inside of the apartment, he stopped and he gave the girls $8 and told them to go to the corner store to get some chicken. They were 15 and 5 years old at the time. When they left to go get the chicken, he went inside of the apartment with my sister, shot her 3 times in her body, and as she laid lifeless on the floor, pointed the gun to the back of her head and shot her 3 more times at the back of her head to ensure that she was dead. Then he ran, and a few minutes later the girls came back from the corner store to find their mother in a pool of blood, dead on the floor. At my sister's funeral, I was asked to do the eulogy. And as I stood at the podium looking down at my sister's body, I vowed to her that her death will not be in vain. I vowed to her that I will keep her memory alive by educating others about domestic violence. It's too late now for me to save my sister, but it is not too late for me to warn others and tell others about the dangers of domestic violence. And as long as I have breath in my body, and as long as the Lord allows me to live, I will continue to travel and speak and warn people of domestic violence, so that another mother will not have to walk into a morgue and look at bullet holes in the back of her daughter's head. That another brother will not have to walk into his apartment and see his sister's blood scattered all over the apartment. That another daughter will not have to walk into a house and find her mother dead on the floor. Domestic violence is a worldwide epidemic, and it must be stopped. Thank you.